The Brooklyn Nets, man. What's up? What's up with y'all Nets, man?
Hey, I'm
They
a
got y'all
fan.
boy Harden now out
Hey,
there losing to the Cavs
a
in
lot.
double overtime. People playing 50 minutes a game.
I would say this. I didn't like how the media was disrespecting Kyrie. Let's just start there. Obviously, we're gonna talk about Harden, but I know the media's got to make their money, and they make their money through headlines and sound bites. But damn, like
You do the press conference.
my boy, yeah, man, I felt like he needed a hug. Like I
So what do
wanted.
you think was going on with him? Why you think he was away? Because he said, "Oh, it was some personal stuff, whoop, whoop, all this stuff."
What you
But
think,
then he was
Jesse?
at
I'll
the
let Jesse.
birthday party. Not saying you can't be there.
And we
He
have
was
to,
on a Zoom meeting, a
um,
public Zoom meeting.
I
He
think
was
like
buying George Floyd's family a house.
yeah,
He did do that.
social.
I'm look, you got to be able to talk about the good and the bad. You can't just talk about the good. You can't just talk about the
I'll
bad.
play devil's advocate after. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Jesse.
So what?
What you think?
I he was he was out there. I think he was kind of bummed out what was going on with the Capitol. I think he was just too sensitive of what's going on in the world, and he wanted to make a stand, so he decided to step away. I don't know if he reads too much media. He doesn't want to talk to the media, but maybe he's too involved in the media, and maybe just his mental health overwhelmed him, and he had to take a break. He had to step away. But it is a coincidence. After they stormed that Capitol Hill, he didn't want to
Was it the same day or
play.
was it?
It
It
was
was
around
prior.
that time.
It was around the
I
time.
know it was around the time
It was
because supposedly, like he mentioned, like that. That was part of it, which I wouldn't doubt. I don't know, but
And he could have some family issues.
that's true.
Look what's going on with Carl Anthony Towns, like
Yeah.
losing all those people, then him having it.
Yeah, but
Maybe
Carl Anthony Towns ain't written out clubs and celebrating
yeah.
birthdays.
Oh, I know. Well, hey, if you lose somebody and you celebrating, sometimes you gotta celebrate.
That's a Texas mentality.
a
That's a Texas mentality.
It's not.
And that's why Texas is still going through it the way that they are.
It's not a.
Carl Anthony Towns has Jordan Woods. He's good. I'm joking. Nah, all
Oh,
respects, obviously. I'm joking.
but
Uh,
I think Kyrie, maybe he just had to find himself, and hopefully he comes back. All is well. Mental health is something that we can't play with, and we can't really understand what that person is going um, through. We were talking about Robin Williams, right? Like
Oh,
that's just a prime
yeah.
example. One of the happiest mans in the world going through that depression. So, one of the greatest ball handlers. Maybe he's going through something, and it does suck that the media is bashing him. And hopefully he get the help that he needs or the guidance that he has, and hopefully he comes back and kills it.
well said, Jesse. Well said. I
So you don't
think
think you think the media is too hard on them, you guys?
Yeah,
the media is just doing their job. This is my other side, and Blevins, you could tell me what you think about this too. If that was a regular person, and we worked obviously for a corporation or organization, and we just took off, what would happen to us?
Actually, no. Because there's especially in California, is
Uh,
pro employee, right? So there's channels that are in place. So I think it would be the same exact thing. I think it would be the same exact thing. If somebody abruptly needed to take time away because they were dealing with whatever, like we may feel some type of way, right? But I mean, what can you do? You can't do nothing.
that's
The
true.
difference is that he's in the public eye.
That's true.
So even if he asks for that time away, which same thing in a regular world, and he's on social media, just like in the regular world, people will see you. The difference is everybody's checking for him, so
Mm-hmm.
everybody's gonna post him. A regular person is what are you posting?
Mm.
A celebrity is what is everybody posting? That sees you wherever you at. You
Right.
know what I mean? So I don't think it would be really any different if it was, in your everyday life, your
That's
average
true.
person.
I stand corrected. You right.
That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I,
But for me, I think it's in 2021 when we say media, I guess you should be clear like mainstream media, right?
mhm.
Because media is us. Realistically, you know what I mean? Like media could be anybody that has any type of platform, small, medium, or large, right? So I think the media is kind of spread when you talk about this particular situation. Like I think that there are those that are very unfair. There are those that are, not being hard enough on them, and then you have, people that are in the middle. Like I said, I think just as much attention as you give to the bad things, you should be able to give to the good things and vice versa. Nobody's exempt. And I think back in the past, celebrities were able to hide under that blanket and that covering. And if you had a good relationship with the media, you could hide certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have that opportunity because everybody got a cell phone and can record you. You know what I'm
Everybody got
saying?
Twitter.
Yeah, everybody got my favorite thing in the world, Twitter. You know what I mean? Everybody got Instagram. Everybody got TikTok is moving now and breaking, news stories and information and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now they shut down Parlor and all them other things because of everything that happened on January 6th with the Capitol, and we could get into that next. But the media is us. It's everybody, realistically.
Yeah.
But I think moving on, I think that he'll be fine. Obviously, I hope so. We all hope so. But now like the mix between Kyrie, Durant, and Harden, how do you guys think they're gonna fare? How they're gonna do? For me, I feel like they're the favorites, and just my opinion, as long as they get their
Favorites
defense
in the
down
East or the
in the
favorites,
East,
period?
in the East,
Okay.
as long as they get maybe add a piece like a defensive piece, or they can just get their defense down, they're good. But if they can't, scoring won't be enough. That's just my opinion.
I
Yeah.
believe
Go ahead.
when you saw Katie and Harden together,
They look good.
it worked.
Heck yeah.
There's only one ball, but it worked, and that they were playing their roles. I didn't get to watch the game from the other night when they lost to the Cavs, but I know Kyrie was jacking up shots. He had like
Yeah.
28 field goal attempts
Yeah.
and put up what 37, 38, 40, whatever it was, but he got cooked. Colin Sexton had 42. So that team don't play defense. So you're exactly right. If the other players don't hit shots and collectively the team don't play defense, they could get there, but it ain't gonna last long because the playoffs is a whole nother, you know, beast.
I'll give it a couple more games. He hasn't played games in a couple weeks, so
Yeah.
getting into game shape.